Square Enix, is this my punishment for shadow realming people? Watch, look, if I go right here, it's fixed. Oh, well, kind of fixed. It's still kind of crazy. Like, it has this weird blue tint over everything. But if I want, I can go back to the shadow realm by crossing back here. Wait, I gotta go over this rock right here. And the main thing is, like, this isn't, I don't care, like, whatever, but, like, I'm still trying to finish the story. But, like, cutscenes get fully white or fully black, and I can't, like, it's just all, like, blacked out or, like, brighted out. I can't do anything. I wish this was a joke. Unfortunately, it is not. I did have a little bit of fun with April Fool's a little earlier today, which we'll talk about. But I, unfortunately, am one of the, I guess, 10 people in the world that are experiencing a very rare bug in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with the latest updates. The most recent one from 2 weeks ago, patch 1.020. Every other update from before then works perfectly fine. I've been able to roll back my game to vanilla, but the other day I decided to try to go back and update it to see if this issue would be fixed. And it's not. It's a really horrible lighting bug that absolutely makes the game borderline unplayable because various cutscenes won't be visible. Like, they'll be perfectly visible and then it'll switch frames and I'll get a really bright white screen that doesn't show me anything. Or other times it'll do the exact opposite, where it'll be showing a cutscene perfectly fine and then the next frame will be a completely dark void of nothingness that I cannot see. And then other times, while wandering around the world or doing specific VR challenges, all the lighting will be sucked out of the game and the characters will basically be in the shadow realm. This is my punishment. This is my punishment, guys, for shadow realming all the NPCs in Queen's Blood. Even the Shadow Blood Queen. Got your ass. I made a tweet a couple days ago at the end of our stream showcasing, like, this is what Cosmo Canyon looks like for me in certain areas. And as I walk past, I guess, certain areas, the lighting will fix itself, but again, not really, because if we go to other areas like the underground Corel prison, the lighting in there is absolutely different than what it looked like originally before or what it's supposed to be. So there's a lot of issues that I'm going through right now with this game. I have fixed it because I have the disc version also, and with the disc version of FF7 Rebirth, you're able to delete the game, re-download it, and not install that patch. You could just play on the vanilla version, which does have some issues, unfortunately. Like, the fonts are very blurry in that game of the vanilla file, and the previous updates after that have fixed that. But if you have only the digital version of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you're kind of stuck because you cannot bypass the updates. But again, this is only affecting, from what I've seen, about 10 people, including myself. Everybody on my stream, other content creators I've talked to, nobody else is having this issue whatsoever. But on Twitter and various other users and comments of our live stream have mentioned they've had this issue or that they know of somebody that's going through a similar thing. Again, I don't know how to fix this other than rolling back to the previous updates, and I don't know if this is a widespread enough issue for the team of Square Enix to see this and actually make a fix on it. I hope it is at the end of the day. I mean, I'm gonna send it to whoever I can at Square Enix and hopefully they actually can do something about it, but I don't know if this is something that they could replicate on their end to figure out what the issue could be within the game's engine or within the game's lighting system. I have no idea. The game itself already does have some very crazy lighting when you're exiting into buildings and leaving buildings and going out into the open, but it just got drastically worse on my end. And the chat has given me a lot of suggestions and I've tried every single thing and nothing has worked. I've tried disabling HDR and re-enabling it. First off, I don't use HDR whatsoever as a content creator with Elgato support and editing HDR files. It's not easy to do and it doesn't look that great, so it's just pointless for me to even do it. But I humored the chat. I turned on HDR. I switched the settings onto my TV. I even configured my capture card for it, and it did not help. It actually made things even worse. Disabled it, and we came back to the same issue. I tried a brand new HDMI cable. That unfortunately did not work. I even bypassed the Elgato and just used the brand new HDMI cable going from my PlayStation 5 into my monitor. Still the same issue. I've even tried connecting to a different monitor, a non-4K monitor even. Same issue. I've also changed the RGB limited to full settings multiple times. No differences there. I did get a comment from somebody saying, hey, try out the automatic settings for it. I didn't get a chance to do that because I've already rolled back my game and I don't feel like uninstalling and reinstalling the game again to do that, but it doesn't seem like that made a difference at all, nor will it. And I've tried other games as well. Like, we played Stellar Blade on stream for a good 4 hours, no issues whatsoever. I booted up other games since then, no other issues. Just Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and its recent update. Its previous updates are perfectly fine. It's just the recent update for Rebirth that is causing this issue for me specifically. And the other 10 people, could be more, could be less, I don't know. Maybe we have faulty PlayStation 5s. Maybe this is an issue that's specific with a factory issue that we've had with our PS5s. Oh, another thing I also did, I also rebuilt the database on the PlayStation 5 and cleared the cache as well. No fixes there, unfortunately. And I'm trying to think of any other things that we tried, but I essentially exhausted all of the resources on my end to try to get it working properly, and it doesn't seem to be the case. If you do have any other suggestions in the comments, please list them below. I will love to try out something, man, because it's just getting frustrating. I prolonged this game and let everybody else get a little bit further ahead, so this way we could just embrace the story together, go through it at the end, so people could avoid spoilers. And it also kind of hindered the guide content on the channel because I can't make guides unless I beat the game, advance, you know what I mean? And now we are in a weird, unique situation that unfortunately doesn't have any resolutions as of right now, which is pretty disappointing, man. And I mean, just looking at the cutscenes here, this is a cutscene where it's just, I'm talking to Kid G, it's a Proto Relic cutscene, and it's all fine right here. Even the lighting is a little weird right there, but then it just like completely goes into a white screen and we can't see shit at all. And then it goes back to this. It's just like, it's so messed up, man. It messed up some of the cutscenes for the Gilgamesh like island reveal for me too. I didn't get to see that. And this is actually my game right here when we were playing it, and I'm over here just embracing the darkness, the void of my life. And just to show you guys right here, if this is actually footage from the stream that we did. This is what Cosmo Canyon looks like in the Shadow Realm, and as you walk past certain areas, like it's like, I think it's once I pass this tower, or I actually get close right there, you see the lighting kind of fix itself, but then again, not really. It still has a weird like bright blue hue to everything, and then when you walk back a certain amount of distance, it goes back to that. That's just so, that's just, come on, man, it's ridiculous. But unfortunately, the only fix I can honestly do for this is to play it in the 1.0 version, which we've already fixed. I've already installed, I have it ready to go, so our next stream should be fine. But it is pretty disappointing that this is the case, and I feel bad for other people that might be having these issues as well, and they're not like on Twitter or they're not like on YouTube like that. They're just trying to play the game on their own time, and they're running into this and they don't even realize it's an issue, or it's probably ruining the experience for them. You know what I mean? Like there's not a whole lot of people that are always like on social media and stuff to really see these issues coming into play and how to fix them. And I mean, granted, I don't even know how to fix this shit either. It's just, my God. Cursed Chocobo. This is a way that I would not have loved to break the game. You know, we'll deal with it. Hopefully there will be a fix eventually. I'm hoping this video reaches the right people, so this way we can at least signal boost this issue, because I would like to see this get fixed. Not just for myself, because I know that I can roll it back because I have the disc version as well. But there are a lot of people that have the digital version and that's the only version they have and are stuck with this and can't progress further. That might be going through the same issue because it's just borderline unplayable. And you can't bypass the updates on digital. Big rip. And the recent update was great. I mean, it offered new graphical options. It improved a lot of the frames within the graphics fidelity mode as well, and just in general made the game pop and look a lot better. But there's just this rare issue that I and probably less than 1% of the player base is going through right now, and there's not a whole lot that we can, or Square Enix can probably do at the moment. But hey, we're just hoping that there is a fix and a solution eventually, or somebody in the comments gives us an idea of what we may be able to do. I would love to signal boost that and help people fix this even further if possible. Now guys, we will be back playing more FF7 Rebirth this week on the older updates, and finally finishing up all the side mission stuff and going through and eventually finishing the game. That is our goal for this week. We are aiming to do that. It has been over a month now since this game has released, and we've been playing it non-stop, and it's still quite a lot left to do as far as end game content, side content, and of course finishing the game goes. And in hard mode, of course, they really went ahead and created one of the biggest games of all time, for at least Square Enix, that is. So guys, comment below and let's get a discussion going. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new. More Final Fantasy VII Rebirth videos are on the way, and you don't when I miss them. My name is Blitz, and thanks for watching.